to Session 3 players. Last time that we were in Starfall Kingdoms, we were traversing some woods and following some paths that were clearly laid out by Luna, who directed you all to speak to Kede or to talk about the potential healing properties that they may have been able to find or any sort of extra information. And you took about a day's worth of travel, and it's getting to the early evening hours of travel as you entered into this sort of open clearing of Folly Woods. You also, along your travels, beat some turtles, and you also ran into a interesting little satyr fawn that was gesturing you all to join her, but you all moved along. So then once you got into this clearing, you saw that it was an encampment of sorts, and you are greeted by a wide variety of caravans and tents in the middle of a clearing. And you will all be coming in from this side over here on the left of the fork. And as you all enter this area, you will see...
Wow!
Put him here. And here. And here. Here. So you will see a couple people milling about. You'll see various orcs and people talking and going about moving some various things in their day. Here. Don't mind me. So, so there's just various people milling about. Actually, no. As you all come upon this encampment in this sort of clearing, there's a variety of orcs, not very many other types of ancestries here that you can see, but people are hauling timber or food, heading into their different caravans and wagons for the day. And as you all enter this clearing, you see in the corners over by the campfires that there's a couple people chatting, eating some food, and are just milling about their day. So you guys, there are just like some foliage around you. And yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Just remind me real quick, which, I don't remember which, we had been following the path to which direction? To Telki's friend?
Yes, so this would be Telki's friend, which unfortunately Em isn't here, so I'll just sort of wing it on that front, but she would have known, like, sort of like, oh, I've been here before, and this is, or has seen this encampment before.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys were moving through Folly Woods, trying to find Kede, and this was the direction of the path that Luna sort of directed you all towards to find them.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think, we'll look to the others and just say, well, and maybe, like, do they look like they're just chilling, eating? Do they look armed to the teeth? Do they look like travelers? Like, what's the sort of, like, general look of them?
So I'd say you'd see, like, a wide variety. I mean, there is, like weapons about, you know? Like, you can sort of see, like, there's axes and there's... it looks like there's, like, some horses and caravans. It looks like there's some various, you know, like, armed crossbows and things, like leaning against different caravans in case of like an attack, things like that. But they themselves are not like physically holding anything other than like their clothing and food. So that's sort of that's sort of like the vibe you get. They're just kind of chilling right now. Nobody's seen you all yet.
Okay. I think then.
So they definitely don't look hostile.
No.
Have any of them seen those approaching, or are they just kind of locked in on their stuff?
Yeah,
okay.
They're kind of locked in. Yeah.
Okay.
Should we like try to like sneak and listen to them and maybe overhear rumors? Should we announce ourselves? Like, hey yo, do you know Kede?
We could
That's
definitely
how you want to go over to somebody. Hey yo.
Of course.
That's like not my style, but I could like do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you certainly have a way with words. Valis will say to, oh my god, I've forgotten everybody's names. I'm so sorry. Amanita. Yeah.
They're all on the left side of the owlbear too, if you forget.
Yeah, sorry.
I forgot everyone's names too.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so Valis will sort of say that to Amanita.
Maybe.
Are we going to chat?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe a couple people hang back just in case things turn south, and the better chattier people maybe can see what the vibe of these people are.
I'll do the hanging back.
Same. I'll hang back too.
I'm like totes my goats cool with like chatting.
I'll also say like your wagon, like you guys have your wagon with you, but like it's off screen essentially somewhere. It's over yonder.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess
since someone else wants
wagon.
What'd you say, Umi?
I said since somebody else will go with Amanita, Umi will go too. It's kind of like the like, muscle. Yeah.
Okay.
I have zero like chattiness abilities whatsoever. But
I have like +1. I can make some stuff work.
Oh my god.
We'll figure it out. It's fine.
Yeah, my
so I guess
is not good, so
I'll approach and like almost like a little like hop, skip, and a jump as I walk, and just like as we approach, just kind of like excitedly wave and be like, "Hey, girl, hey!"
So as you guys get a little bit closer, you will see there is a woman here, and she's sort of like gathering some things like food items and cooking a pot, or was cooking a pot over a fire, has like a pot in her hand. And then this guy here, you will see he is about 6 feet tall, long tusks protruding from their bottom lip, and parts of his skin are burnt. And he's wearing sort of like brown tattered clothes and leathers. And he's got like some lumber by him that he's like trying to set up this fire right here. And then this guy right here, he's got furs around his neck and that are attached at the front with long tusks, and wandering the camp. And the three of you will see you all approach. This guy over here looks like they're mixing and stirring some herbs in like a pestle mortar type situation over by the fire. So these three see you come up, and this one will step up and go, "Who are you?"
I'm like Amanita. I'm like the coolest fun girl in town, and this is my friend Umi. And
stop right where you are.
I am stopped. Like I've been stopped the whole time. Like, who are you?
And he's gonna like look to the other people, the other group, and say, "I am Nash. This is Daku and Shell. Did you all follow us here?"
Like, since I don't know where I am, I like didn't follow you because I still don't know where we are.
We've
Okay.
been looking for somebody, and you guys are kind of the first people that we've really seen.
He's going to sort of like hover his hand like on like there's like a little knife, a tiny knife that's by his side, and say, are you here to attack, or how did you come across us?
Oh, no, not looking to fight anybody. We just don't really know exactly where we're going, and thought that we'd, ask you guys. We're not from here.
Where are you all from?
Well, me and, Amanita here, we kind of just met in that city. Freaking
I'm trying to.
Lemon Kingdom?
Lemon Kingdom.
Yeah.
And we're looking for somebody named, Kede?
Oh, Kede. And Kede, upon hearing their name, will sort of look up from doing their mortar and pestle. Holy fuck, my brain. And we'll look at you all and just sort of like hear his name being called and look up and then go back to like grounding herbs because he's not sure what the heck you guys want from him. And Nash goes, "What do you want with Kede?"
Great question.
I was like, Rachel doesn't remember looking at her notes.
Great note takers.
Was it something about the
The
livestock
word
getting
plague.
sick in the near the Tart Twig Tavern? Is that right? Is that why we're needing Kede?
You guys, so last session, you guys sort of talked back and forth with Bryla, and before heading out to Luna, who essentially was like, hey, like, you guys need to talk to Kede or Lito, and you guys decided that Folly Woods was the closest because Lito was like in the northern part of the dynasty, so a little bit farther away, and Kede is the herbalist that is like a potential like option to find out like what he's been researching about what's been going on. And that's sort of like why she directed you guys to go talk to Kede, and you guys made your way from there. So you have information from Bryla and the dwarves and stuff like that, but you don't necessarily like that's not the reason why. It's more from like Luna, and who's like, hey, here's a map, here's 2 options to talk to that may be options to help you with your quest.
Perfect. Yeah, Umi will kind of recount a little bit and say, like, that they've been looking into, like, some of the strange occurrences, and we'll name drop Luna and see if that means anything to Kede.
Okay. Kede, you will see him sort of like look up, and he's got like pretty thick glasses on, like pretty round glasses, as he's like stirring this, herb concoction in his hand, like sort of pushes them up like all anime style and goes, I can help you guys with that. And Nash will go, yeah, Kede just had to help, Daku not too long ago about this, and we heard from Luna not too long ago that there was stuff going on, so we were heading up north. Did you guys need help? Do you need to head up north as well?
Yeah, we've been trying to figure out what's been killing stuff and leaving all the blackened trails, and we got attacked by some really weird and strange creatures, and so, yeah, I mean, you guys are headed up that way as well. Maybe we can chat while we go. We've got a couple other friends. They're just watching the cart right now. We didn't want to spook anybody.
Nash is gonna look up at the sky and see that the sun is setting, and he says, our caravan group camps for the night and we usually, especially for the kids and the families here, because it's like a pretty like. I don't have as many tokens on here, but just imagine with your brains that there are a couple like other people walking around, like there's like kids running about, and you can hear like movement in all these caravans around. And you can tell like this is a pretty big tribe that they're all like traveling with. And he just basically is like, we usually try and wait until daylight, first light, so we can see where we're going, especially because these woods can be, as you mentioned before, sort of dangerous and weird creatures abundance. And Kede will sort of chime in and go, well, I could help you with any questions. I had to help Daku, and you said you spoke to Luna. I spoke to her a few weeks back. Is something wrong? Is she okay?
She's okay. Yeah, her like treehouse got attacked. We're able to fend everything off.
From what?
Zombies?
I was like, yeah, I think they're zombies.
You guys didn't know you were getting a pop quiz in this session, did you?
Not even a little bit.
You guys fought wraiths and like
That's
weird, creepy creatures coming out. And Kede goes, "Oh, yeah, she's had a lot of issues in that area. I warned her not too long." And he starts like jabbering on about like he warned her and these things keep coming back, and like, you know, she really should take care of that garden out there so that way they don't get, you know, entranced by the lemons and blah 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 blah. And he just goes on and on and on, and then just kind of like looks at you all and goes, well, I'm glad she's okay. And you said there's people that are sick or something?
Well, there's been like the whole farm got this weird blighted stuff, and it's very strange. It seems like it's some kind of mechanical contraption. We found like crystal residue and stuff.
Oh yeah. And he like sets down his stuff, and Daku and Kede sort of like walk over in tandem to like near to get a little bit closer with you all. And you can see like as Daku gets closer, like there is like a shriveled, like his skin is like half burnt and shriveled. Like you could see that like something like tried to eat away at his flesh. And he's like, he seems fine, but just like parts of his cheek and his neck and like parts of his arm on the left side are all like sort of wrinkly and burnt looking, like very blackened and sort of sickly looking. And Kede like nods over to Daku and says, yeah, we Nash and Shell, I ran into them a couple weeks back, and they had, after I had left Luna and started wandering through this forest, and I ran into this tribe, and I mean, Nash took me in, and we started talking about some of the sickness coming around in the southern part, and Daku unfortunately came into contact with it, and you can see he like sort of like lifts his arm up, and you can see like it looks like it's sort of like really like it's healed for the like in terms of like it doesn't look like it's still rotting, but anybody can see that like it looks pretty gross. And Kede and Daku sort of like kind of explain that, you know, I tried to make a serum, a salve to put on top of his skin, and that didn't work. And so we've only really tried to find like different herbs and potions to help save the sick. And they have kids, and Nash is like, yeah, we try and keep the tribe together and just make sure that, you know, anywhere that we travel, that this sickness isn't getting into our food or to our kids, and we want to make sure that this doesn't affect our, you know, the greater people. And we decided to move from our we came from the north to come down to, experience some of the southern part of the continent's culture and came into contact with the sickness. And so we're heading back up towards the northern part of the continent where we came from and try and find a place to lay low until this sort of all boils over. And you can see they all seem very worried about this. And Kede sort of holds out he runs over, grabs his pestle and mortar and just shows you all this herb concoction that he's making. He said, this is really the only thing that I've been able to find in this, just from visiting towns and was able to gather, but ginger and peppermint, lavender, things like this to help alleviate some of the pain, but I haven't found a cure. Did Luna tell you all about a cure, or is anybody still getting sick?
Well, here, do you mind if I bring my other friends over? Because kind of all together we have a lot more information.
Yeah, absolutely.
Umi will
Wow.
come over and bring everybody else and kind of explain everything that Daku and Ash and Kede have been saying.
While they're getting closer and in the process of approaching, can I take a look at Daku's blighted areas of their body? Just because Amanita's studying to be a doctor, and one of my experiences is field medic. So essentially wanting to assess the wound, for lack of a better word, to see almost more the origin of it, because they were talking about trying to avoid it getting into their food and their kids, trying to assess the way in which it affected the origin source almost of it, because we found at the farm that it was a machine made hole with some crystals and stuff. Is it in the soil and it's contagious? Is it an infection coming from the inside? Is it a magical thing that's irrespective of an origin? Trying to assess that.
Yeah, give me it would be a knowledge roll, probably, because you're trying to analyze and trying to
that's what I was
figure
hoping
out
you
what
weren't
it
gonna
is.
say.
Sorry, I know you've got a negative.
Okay.
So yeah,
It's
it
all
would be
good.
a knowledge roll. But you could totally use field medic and add a +2 to that. So really, it's a +1.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and give me a roll. And if anybody
Maybe.
else wants to assist in that or look at it with Amanita, that's fine too.
What's the?
I would say, can I give the help action? I'll spend a hope for the help action.
Yeah, I believe the help
What does that
action
do?
gives a D6.
Plus 1d6.
Yeah.
Okay. Because without the D6, I got a 23 with fear.
Oh, okay.
And then with that D6, I got a 27 with fear.
Okay.
Learn all the things.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. A 28, because I didn't add my +1 from field medic.
Okay. I'm gonna give my... I forgot I need to write down my fear from last session. Okay, so... So, you all sort of cried around Daku as Kede, Nash, and Daku sort of explain what's going on. And you can understand that what you're looking at seems to be a sort of something that is almost parasitic in a way, because it doesn't look like there was a cut. It doesn't look like there was any sort of physical laceration to make this happen. It all seems like it's stemming from the inside out. So, something is trying to eat at the flesh or muscle or break down this person's body in order to decompose it, essentially. It seems to be genuinely some sort of... The only way I could describe it is parasitic in a way. It's trying to eat it from the inside out. And his flesh is very... I don't want to get too graphic, but essentially just you could tell that there is you can't see to the bone. You can definitely see some of his muscle, but it's scabbed over, if that makes sense. It is slowly it's almost like something's trying to attack his system, and then it's trying to like heal itself, but it's still attacking his system. So like he's slowly dying.
Gotcha. And I guess like with that higher roll is, I know you said there's no like external obvious like entry point from like an external source. Like does with it eating him from the inside out, does it seem like something that is like potentially like contagious, like for like worrying about their caravan, or like something like environmental that's like inhaled or ingested?
I would say Kede and Nash would tell you that Daku has not touched anyone since getting this. Daku will say like he won't touch anybody. Like we've kept him basically alone by himself in his own little spot. And essentially like Kede's the only person who's like assisted Daku, but because Daku's right hand is available and is not eaten alive yet, Kede will give him like the salve and things like that to put it on himself, in case of, you know, because Kede is a learned herbalist scholar type situation, so he understands that there could be a potential risk of it spreading. And so from what Kede could tell you, that it's not spreadable if you're around them, just don't touch them.
Gotcha.
And Kede will say also like, I've been around. I traveled through the southern part of Seville, through Dawn Hollow. I traveled to Lilea, and they're having some issues there as well. Every time I've spoken to somebody, they've eaten something, or their livestock is getting sick, or they keep seeing these weird holes, especially in the southern part of Lilea and Seville. These weird like black marks, like you said, like that you heard from somebody in the Lemon Kingdom that they were having, that there's these weird black charred marks, and they're really like strange, and there's like weird glass, and I've yet to discover or talk to somebody who knows what this is, as I've only been to the southern part. Like I've been through Lilea and Seville. We were going through Kiliad. I was going to try and hit up through Hibira or Zifra to see if anybody has experienced this to the north. But so far, all I've ever seen is just this sickness, and it eats them from the inside out. And I've only been able to I haven't been able to find a cure, and all I can make are these salves to help, make the skin not feel as painful. And Daku like sort of explains the experience as like, like when you get a really, really bad sunburn and it feels like your skin is like hot to touch and it feels like it's burning. It feels like that, only with pain as well. So like,
and you said it's like you said it's on his left arm. Is it on his like, you said it was on his torso too?
Yeah, so you can see like it's like kind of like it's around his cheek. So like left side cheek, and it's sort of spread down his cheek through like his chest, shoulder, and then like to like his upper forearm.
Gotcha. I was just clarifying that it wasn't like exclusive to an extremity where you could just like amputate it.
No, it's spread through the top down. And it doesn't look like it's spreading like across his chest. It's like going down through his arm, so it's not like down his chest to his legs, on his other arm. Like it's kind of looks like it's slowly spreading from like one side to the other, is what you can guess, and what you sort of like confer with Kede about. Nash will also explain that the majority of their camp has only ever come across this a couple times, and they've lost like one or two of their people from it, and then they came across Kede, and Kede's been helping them since then. And they've been traveling again from like they originated from like sort of the I'm trying to think of like a good spot. Let me really quickly pull up something. so I can make sure that I'm not going to say something and it's incorrect. So hold on a second. But yeah, that's what you hear so far. Is there anything you guys want to confer with each other? But while I look this up real quick.
I think just talking between the group. I think Umi will kind of just suggest like sticking with them while they're like traveling north, because like safety in numbers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess if we didn't have, now that we've found one of the two people suggested and that person didn't have an answer, I guess we go to the other person and try to find Leto in the north part of the Varean Dynasty.
Yeah, and they said they were going north, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will say, so this tribe, because now I've pulled up my little notes. So this tribe, they described to you that they came from the northern part of Folly-Woods through like Seville, and they were heading down to the Lemon Kingdom to gather like supplies and be part of like the festival. So like where the Emerald Heights are, that kind of goes into Seville, that's where they were. And then they traveled down towards the Lemon Kingdom, ran into the sickness, and now they're heading back up to their their main tribe.
So would they be partly along the way of where we're going?
So
If
let
not,
me
it's fine.
pull
I just
up.
figured, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
So
we also didn't get an idea of where. It just said northern part of Varean Dynasty, which is a broad swath.
Yeah,
I
because she
think
said
just
that
generically
Lito,
north.
yeah, Lito moves about a lot in between a lot of things. But you guys know that, Dawn Valley is a hub of information because it's the largest city of the whole continent. And you would also know that there is a lot of towns along the way. Maybe you could visit one of those. I'm trying to think of like what other information that maybe you guys would know on the back end, in terms of like your characters. I'd say also, since you all came from like parts of this continent and like joined up into the Lemon Kingdom, I would say like the majority of you, because you haven't been to the northern part of the continents, like Iberia, Ziffer, Vanheim, that area, you have no idea like how spread this sickness is, and you've only ever seen it in like Seville so
Well,
far.
I'm from Zifra.
Yeah, you're in Chantral, but you would have probably. But you said you traveled all over. I'd say you would have not seen this level of sickness like this. And you've seen it. You've seen people get hurt and things like that and seen sicknesses, but you haven't seen anything that is to this degree, if that makes sense. Like this level of sickness on Daku is pretty extreme. But I'm trying to think, yeah, because a lot of you...
Would Valus, because of where Valus is from and what his family gets caught up in, would Valus have heard of anything about what might be happening in the north above Dawn Valley in that area?
I think I briefly told you last session about some of the things, but I will say, give me a, I want to see if Valus would know. Give me a knowledge roll. I want to see if you can recall remembering.
That is a 16 with fear.
I love all this fear.
Say
So
I don't.
so I'm going to message you on the side real quick.
Secrets.
And while I do that, go ahead and if all of you have any questions to ask them, gather them together while I message Lottie real quick. Just give me just like a minute, and then let me know if there's anything else you guys want to ask them.
Okay.
maybe we could see if Kede knows anything about Lito. Maybe
Hmm.
they're aware of each other, and maybe they know whereabouts Lito might be.
Yeah.
Or
He
last
doesn't
known
seem to
location.
know. Doesn't seem to know like how this is being contracted. But I'm curious about the if the salve Kede's been making is actually like if it's actually doing anything, like if it's slowing down the progress or not.
Yeah, that's definitely handy too.
I thought they had said that it had. Like that was the only thing they've found that's actually slowing it.
And did you, when you were looking into it, Rachel, did you like already look to see if it? It's kind of hard because dirt is very different than like people, but like the crops and stuff that and like the busted areas of the farm, like does it seem like a kind of similar vibe?
I'd have to ask when Mick is done, because
Okay.
the part of the reason I asked to assess Daku is because when we were at the farm, the livestock and the crops had been dead for so long.
Yeah.
It was hard to get much information from the like corpses.
Mhm.
But since this was like active, like otherwise living tissue surrounding it, like you can get more information from that.
Yeah. Okay. I was just
But-
double
but
checking
there-
because that's my next thought is like, is it like two different types or something exactly the same, you know?
Like a different phenotype or something.
Yeah, because like it's like if like I feel like Daku would have remembered coming in contact with like a giant machine, you know?
Yeah. Or if he ate like conveniently a dead cow. Let me eat this dead cow.
yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm done messaging Lottie. I hope that makes sense, Lottie.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your questions?
Does final question about me examining the wound of Daku? Does it look comparable and similar to the livestock and the stuff from the farm? I know it was harder to get information from them because they'd been dead for a minute, but like, does it seem the same?
I would say it did look like it looked like there's no physical wounds that you can see on the outside of this livestock. It looked like it was like a, if I were to put this into levels, like let's say the first level is like a minor like sickness, like a stomach ache or something, and then like all the way up to like level 5 being death. I would say that like the cows and such were probably like a 3, whereas Daku is more of like a 4. So
his is
like,
worse.
His is much worse. So like the cows were like, it did have like some semblance of like rotting, but like at the time like they had been dead for a minute, so you don't know if it was rotting from death or rotting from the sickness. But just from like being part of like medical and things like that, you could tell that there was something going on. Like you could tell that like there was something other than death that killed it from the inside, perhaps. Now looking at Daku and sort of remembering some of these things, I'd also say like I heard you guys kind of briefly mention like the crops and things. The crops have the same, like the stuff that was like sort of burnt and things like that. It has the same texture, like if you were to look at like a piece of lettuce that like went bad, but it being black instead of brown, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it had the same like color texture type situation as Daku's to the lettuce to the cow. So it all sort of seems interconnected as far as you guys can tell.
Gotcha.
Okay. Would we be able to ask if Kede knows anything about Lito and where Lito might be?
Lido? I know, Lido, we just talked. Like, literally, like, I don't know, like, a month ago? Which to you guys are like, wow, that's a really fucking long time. But when you're traveling, that's not that far. He's going to say that he briefly ran into Lito when he was traveling down Folly Woods. And he had received a sort of like a missive from Lito because the two of them ran into each other a long time ago, and Kede will give you a whole freaking backstory if you really want it, but the two of them had run into each other, exchanged information, knew that he was going to be heading south, and Lito was going to be heading northwest back into Alaria territory. So that is the last you heard of. That was the last place that Kede heard from Lito, was heading towards Alaria.
Okay. Great.
Better heading.
Valus will look at everybody and say, do we want to head back that way?
I will say Lito is like a really cool guy.
Like,
Let's
radical. Sorry, in the Folly Woods is the caravan heading in the direction of Alaria or a different direction? Like,
It is
how
heading
long
northeast. It is heading northeast. You guys, so if you were to look at
towards
the map,
Alaria.
yeah, so it is, so currently you guys are just north of Lemon Kingdom. It is heading northeast towards the Emerald Heights versus you guys want to head northwest towards Alaria. So you guys have like...
So we have
you
maybe
guys
a
are-
couple days travel with them before we split.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, cool by me. Stay with them a little bit and just kind of like passively gain some information.
Yeah, safety in numbers.
As we walk with them for a couple of days, Amanita's main goal is I want to keep a really close eye on Daku, specifically to try to ascertain the rate of spread of his disease.
Okay. So you guys are all going to bed down for the night here? Is that your plan?
Yeah.
That feels
Okay.
about
Stay here
right,
with them, yeah.
Okay, so I will say that because I think I also briefly heard you guys talking like what Daku had run into, what he thought, like if it was a machine or a plant or an animal or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say Daku will explain that he was hunting for food for the tribe, for the kids, and he ran into like some strange plants that had like some weird stuff on them, and that were like, just seemed like it was water, and so he picked it with his left hand and it started burning after, like, or not burning, it was like he picked it up and it felt like it was, how do I explain this without giving too much? It feels like when he picked it, the water itself, how do I want to explain this? In the words of Daku, it was weird, bro. He picked it up.
Weird, bro.
He picked it up and it felt like different, like he thought it was like a normal plant, but it didn't feel right, if that makes sense. And so he took it back, cooked it for himself, ate it, and then started having issues.
Yeah,
So
so
that's
it's
like
by
the last of
ingestion.
them. By ingestion for him, yes.
Okay.
So, you all hear from Daku, explain his little, I was going out, doing my thing, came back, ate it, and now I'm burning. And Nash will, and now I'm burning. So, Nash and Kede and Daku all sort of like bring you all over and introduce you to Shell. Shell just is like a mom of a couple kids running around making some food and offers you all some food and warmth as the night falls. What would you guys like to do prior to evening? Do you want to do something, or what are your guys' thoughts?
I would like Valis to, when everyone's sort of sat around, kind of explain about word of mouth rumors that he's heard, relating to something being built in a larger city, but doesn't know the exact details. Some clans are privy to some of the information, but where he's from and who he liaises with and it is part of isn't privy to any information, so the only stuff that he's heard is via word of mouth rumors, basically. But other than that, nothing.
Okay. Do you all like bring your little little caravan in, and Telki's chilling
Heck
in
yeah.
the back, and
Help circle the wagons.
yeah, Cersei's chilling. Is there anything else you guys want to do? Do you want to wait up with them, talk with them,
Ooh.
anything else?
Davy still has a piece of that
Yeah.
glass that we found, and would like to show it to Kede. He has it wrapped up in a cloth, and
Okay.
see if we can't if there's not a connection, or if there is a connection between all of this, or what it could be.
I'm gonna drag them all over. You guys they're all hanging by this fire now, by the way. Kede will take a look, will grab that piece of glass with you, and just sort of adjusts his glasses a little bit and picks it up with the cloth and kind of holds it against the firelight and tilts it a little bit and then tilts it back, sort of examining it in a way, seeing how thick it is. And after some time and thinking, he sort of looks at you and says, "Where did you find this?"
We found it, and there was a big hole that was dug, and all of the crops.
Did the crops that were died look like what's wrong with Daku?
Yeah. I would say, yeah, they've got a weird little burnt tinge to them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, all the crops look just like what's wrong with Daku.
Kede holds it up, and as he's sort of examining this glass, you can see that he's racking his brain. You could tell that this is something for sure. And he sort of hands it back to you and says, I've only ever seen this a couple times. This type of glass. It's a mineral that's built in the mines, and over in Sildar. I've only heard this type of glass. This mineral comes from those mines in Sildar over by ML. Sorry, my brain just farted. Over by ML. They mine out this material and they're making sheets of glass, and I've only heard rumors, but it sounds like they're caravanning it north somewhere. It doesn't look like it's dangerous by any means. Last I spoke with Lito, he said that there's some very strange things that the Varean Dynasty is trying to gather hold of and gather materials for, but he's not privy to that information. We're trying to find a way to find more information. Between the sickness here and me trying to save these people and him trying to basically figure out a way to cure these people. There's no magic that saves them. It's very strange. And it all sort of started around the same time, decades ago. They started mining those Sunfire Peaks, and it just turned into this war out there, trying to find this mineral, and they've been moving it somewhere north. All we've ever seen are caravans north, and we're too chicken to follow them, just Lito and I, so we don't really have a group to really figure that out. But that looks like it comes from the mines out west.
This Valus will look at
We know the
everyone.
Varean Dynasty was responsible for digging up those mines.
Kede will look to you and nod and say, yeah, their colored cloaks were... There's guards surrounding the area. They're blue and red and black cloaks, and they're all with their sigils and things, all hanging around by the mines. We couldn't get close, of course, and it's all barred off, so it's sort of like a ground zero, if you will. And he like adjusts his glasses and can like he grabs his mortar and pestle and starts grinding more stuff for Daku to put on him. Anything else you want to ask him?
The symbol that Valus found, was it on a... Sorry, my brain's fried. And was it on a piece of paper or was it on a piece of material?
Which one?
Because
there was two. There was the cloaks that were ambushed you in session 1, and then there was the insignia that Bryla drew for you guys.
It was that one, the one that Bryla drew. Valus would have taken that. If Valus was to show that to Kede, would that jog anything for Kede if he knows that this is part of the sigils or insignia that he's seen with this stuff that's happening north?
Kede will look at the sheet of paper and he just sort of shrugs and says, it could be variety. I mean, you all have heard of some of the gangs running around. They're trying to attack people and take some of their things, and I bet that's probably one of them. I'd have never seen this symbol before, but it's possible. There's a lot of gangs around, so...
Okay. And Valus will just nod and pop the drawing away.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Can someone give me a instinct roll as evening falls and you start hearing crickets and crunching noises from horses eating their hay for the evening and people battening down for the evening?
Valus's instinct is bad, so I don't think Valus should do it. It's like not a plus.
If you're rolling, put it in the chat. Give me an instinct roll.
You just roll one person or multiple?
If there's multiple of you just kind of looking around, whoever wants to take a peeksies.
I'll have Cersei do a roll.
That's a crit.
Ooh!
Damn!
Nice. Let's go.
Nice.
Okay. Anybody else rolling, or are we going with the crit?
Let me see.
I think we're good with a crit.
Yeah.
All right. So Davy, what is Davy doing in this moment? Are you paying attention to Kede? Are you talking to Daku? What is Davy doing in this moment as the night hour starts to gleam in the horizon?
It's a good question. Davy is probably like trying to learn everything he can from Kede,
Okay.
and see like try to like figure out more about like the connections between like this glass mineral from the west and the Varean Dynasty and this sickness showing up in the south.
Okay. As you're talking to Kede, you get a sense that it got really quiet all of a sudden. Like, people in their cabins, like, they're getting quieter and quieter, trying to batten down for the night. But then, like the sounds of nighttime, you would hear birds or not birds, but like crickets and various creatures crawling in the night. All of a sudden, you don't hear that anymore. It got really quiet. Valus, Umi, Amanita, and Scarlet. What are you guys doing? Are you guys talking to each other? Give me an idea of what you guys are doing at the moment.
I feel like Valus is probably rehashing over what he told everybody before about the rumors of something happening in the north, and with what they've been told by Kede, and something happening with supplies being taken up north. So that's probably a good place to start, because it sounds like that's connected. So he's probably just talking to whoever's near him about that stuff.
Okay. Whoever made that popping noise when I deleted that NPC was great. What are you doing, Amanita?
I think I'm just like flipping through like a notebook of like notes from like some of my earlier like training of like medical stuff. Now that I've like seen this in practice, like almost like comparing it to other diseases that I'm like aware of, and like seeing like similarities or differences to see to try to get a better like understanding of this stuff, and like intermittently like looking at Daku and like referring to notes and things like that. So I'm like kind of not paying attention to the group conversation like at all.
Okay. What's Cersei, Umi, Scarlet? What are y'all doing? I'm gonna assume Telki is probably asleep in the caravan at this point. Went to bed early.
I think having grown up in like the forests and stuff, Umi and then just Cersei, they'll be like, if we like pull the cart in or wherever, they'll just kind of be like keeping an eye out on the surroundings. Not necessarily like ignoring the group, but like Umi's like not the super smartest tool in the shed, and like was really like happy to like help make the connection with the people, but like now knowing what they've like been through and stuff, just wants to kind of help keep an eye out on stuff in the surroundings.
Okay. Also, I forgot, here's Cersei's token.
Oh, thank you. I don't have it.
She's giant.
Blam.
There you go. Okay. Everybody. Okay.
Scarlet will be talking to Valus, comparing information.
Okay.
Then
Why are there 4 Davies in my game right now?
Owlbear sometimes gets weird because it doesn't show that on our side, or on my side.
It showed it on mine a minute ago, and then it went back to normal. So I don't know what happened.
Owlbear's like, ha! There's a million of you.
I learned a new spell.
So, Davey, because you got a crit and everybody's sort of chatting with each other, discussing things, mulling over the information that you learned from Kede, you hear someone saying something like who's not part of this group. You hear someone saying something out of the corner of your little froggy ears that is not part of this conversation. There's like talking, speaking, and
Mhm.
it's coming from like this direction.
Which direction?
Uh-oh. I did not see which direction.
Down here by the horses, bottom left
Oh.
or bottom right, I mean.
Bottom right.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
Evil maniacal laughter.
Davy, I'm gonna spend a hope to cast telepathy with Valus.
Mm.
Okay. Bayless is all ears. All elfie ears.
So, Valus, I don't think we're alone. Like, not alone, but I think there's somebody here that's not supposed to be here.
Can Bayless talk back? I'm assuming so. Just don't want to make him look like a dick by trying to speak back in his brain. Bayless will just look at Davy and just kind of be like, which direction? Where?
Davy's giant eyes just start to glance in the direction of where he was hearing the speaking happening.
Okay.
Davey,
Bayless.
out of the
Oh,
corner
go, sorry.
of your eye. I'm sorry, I'm
It's
gonna
like,
jump in here with a fear. I'm jumping in here with a fear. Out of the corner of her eye, you see a really bright light and a spell whiz past you and hit Kede.
Oh no!
I'm gonna go ahead and take this time to do a quick little 15-minute break. As Davy starts to hear the silence come from behind them, Kede mixing his border pistol, and all of a sudden, a bright flash of blue light whizzes past Davy's head and strikes Kede in the head.
Ah!
Mortar and pestle! Mortar and pestle!
I heard border pistol.
Mortar and pestle! And as you see just south of you, with the darkness of night, you see a glint. With that crit, Davy, you see a glint of the light brush off their cloaks and head to Kede. From that light, you see red collar, blue robes, black tie around the waist. What would you all like to do?
Oh, she is.
Kede gets hit.
We only see the one guy so far, right?
Yep.
Okay. He got hit.
He goes, oh!
I hope this isn't
Just like
going
a
to
smack.
backfire. I have an idea.
Okay.
Where's it? Oh, I have to roll for this. It's fine. Okay, very close range. That should work. Davy's gonna jump up and hopefully this works. Let's see. It's gonna move like a little bit to like right here. And try I have to do a spellcast roll for this. I'm gonna try to do a mysterious mist and put a fog cloud between us and the attacker.
Ooh.
Okay, okay.
Get it.
Does it say how big the cloud is?
Plus. It just says a temporary thick fog that gathers in a stationary area within close range.
Seems about fair. I don't know. Not as big
Yeah.
as regular flag of flognogs? Fog of cloud? Cloud fog? I don't know, whatever that D&D's.
Fog cloud.
Hog
Fog
clouds.
cloud.
Like a hog.
Speak for yourself. Or you can't.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
This is the kind of highbrow, highfalutin humor you've come to
Oh
know and
my
expect.
god.
Rachel.
All right.
Okay, spellcast roll plus, so that's gonna make it because I have to hit a 13. That is a y'all can't do words, I can't do numbers. 18 with hope.
18
And
with
so
hope. Okay.
Davy runs up and you like a frog, you see his throat just like fully expand and he opens his mouth and just basically burps out this giant cloud of fog.
You see this big fog cloud. All right, what I need you guys, what else is happening? You will see Nash scream out, "Ambush!" And you will see him move over here to the side, around Kede. Kede is knocked out right now. He's sort of like fallen backwards, mortar and pestle salve all over him, and he's like because he got hit and then fell back and hit his head on the rock. He is unconscious at the moment.
How does unconscious? I don't remember for Daggerheart how the mechanics of that work. Is it like D&D where if they recover health, they wake up, or no?
So, basically, essentially, like, because the way that the conditions are like, it's vulnerable, or, like, basically, like, you have to, like, as a GM, like, I have to, like, clear it myself, versus, like, if someone's down, let me pull out my little bookie.
Because I'm just trying to think specifically, like, as a healer, if I, like, spend my turn to, like, or as an action to go try and heal them, is it going to functionally do anything in the mechanics of this game? Or are they just
Question.
unconscious and out for the whole combat encounter?
That's a great question. Let me pull up my little sheets. Holds, please. Apologies.
Just to clarify, we have one proficiency right now.
I believe so.
Okay.
What's a proficiency?
No, like there's just an ability that says
Oh yeah, we
you
have
can
one.
store a number of dice equal to your proficiency. Okay. Cool.
So, the way that unconscious works is essentially like, you can be healed, and they will come back to consciousness. You can have a short rest and they will heal. Let's see. The PC stays unconscious until healed by an ally or until the party's next long rest to give the player chances to participate in play. You can, if they're not able to heal, you can have them to other things in the meantime. Let's see.
So that answered my question. If I heal them, they'll wake up.
Healing, yes. Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, just verifying for me as well, for GM purposes. Okay,
You're good.
so he's smacked. He's unconscious at the present.
Oh gracious. And that's still the only person we see so far?
So far, yes. So basically, like, as you see this guy come through, Davy burps out this fog cloud. Kede gets knocked back from the blow, smacking his head on the rock and falling unconscious. Nash yells, ambush,
Um,
and you will see at this moment no one's answering the call just yet. Is there anything else you guys want to do? I'm gonna give you guys options before I start taking things into
Yeah.
my own hands.
Can-
go, Brina.
Yeah, go
I
for it,
was
Brenna.
I was just gonna say, seeing this all happen, Scarlet will pull her violin from its holster on her back and start playing kind of an inspiring tune, and everybody gets a D6 rally die.
Woo! And that we can use for like anything, right?
Yes. Action roll, reaction roll, damage roll, or clearing stress equal to the number on the die that you roll.
Ooh.
And I can put that in the chat too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sick. Yeah, looking, because knowing what Amanita can do, when we will look at Amanita and say, do you want me to pull Kede out of the way for you? Or you want to get him right now?
I was just gonna run over right now and heal
Cool.
him.
Do it.
All right, Amanita's gonna run up. Basically, like, put my hands on Kede, and almost like a faint amount of spores just like come out of the pores of her skin, and just go and heal Kede, and Kede will clear 2 hit points worth, whatever functionally that means to you, Mick.
Thank you.
Because that's my sparing touch that I can do once per long rest.
Okay.
I guess there's not like a dodge action or anything like that, but it's not knowing where anybody else is. As Amanita's doing that, Umi is just gonna run here. Go in a square, but it'll be next to Davy. To just like be on the lookout to help kind of protect Davy in case more pop out.
Okay.
And I'll just have. Are there any like civilian like kids or anything over here? They're all up for the night.
Everybody is pretty much out for the night. I will say probably at this point, as you guys are chatting through and like for the next couple seconds, you will see Daku, oh my goodness. Hello? Delete.
Dude.
Daku come out, and Shell is now out as well. Let's see. Probably here and here. Okay. They're back out. Is there anything else you guys want to do? Otherwise, I'm gonna
have Cersei just kind of circle to here, so that we kind of have like double line of sight in case I go around the fog cloud that Davy created. And to clarify, are these like the carts like big enough for like cover or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Think like big caravans.
Cool.
Like yeah, like at
Like
least,
Oregon Trail.
Yeah, like Oregon Trail, big caravans. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Perfect. So yeah, Cersei will be watching for anyone coming out this way. Umi is looking for anyone trying to come out like around the other way and help protect Davy.
Okay.
Bayless is just gonna stay where he is.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna spend a fear. You hear shouts. To the left, to the left, to the right. Get him.
Everything you own in the box gonna let.
And you see a wizard sneak around here. Another person sneak over here. So you see a couple people sneak around the cloud. Daku, Umi, you could probably see the corner of something going on. You see the horses kind of get spooked by the cloud. They're pulling on their reins on the wood, almost like in a very jerking, jarring motion. The wizard's behind them, and with a quick snap of her fingers, she will cast a couple spells, or rather one spell.
I'm about to say
Couple spells.
She's going to cast one spell. She's going to cast a spell, and she's going to take out one of these horses so that way she can get around it because it's too much in her face.
Oh my
So this horse is down. This other horse is freaking out in the cloud. So this horse is down.
Oh, gee.
She's moving around it. This guy, he can see you guys. He's gonna move up a little bit so he can see around the cloud. I'm gonna spend one more fear so I can move him and also cast a spell. And I'm going to, let's see. I'm gonna mark this. Let's see. Let me just see. Oh yeah. I would like Valus, Scarlet, Amanita. Let's see, how big can I do this? Yeah, I'm gonna need Valus, Amanita, Scarlet, and I'm gonna roll for Kede. I would like you to make an agility reaction roll.
Agility reaction roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me know what it is in the chat.
Nemo.
Oh. Thank you for your scholarly input, Nemo.
Really, the nerd glasses
ignore the
really.
Okay.
Try.
Let me just really quickly pull something up for me. Okay. Anybody who had a 18 or higher will save. Anything
Jeez.
below 18 or lower, you will get hit.
Oh, frick.
Jeez.
We're not loading.
It's a really big thing. I'm sorry. It is what it is. So actually, yeah, 18. Okay, sorry. I'm just making sure I'm reading it correctly. 18 or higher. You will. Let's see. How many?
Just
of
to clarify,
you?
was Cersei in this?
No, Cersei
Okay.
was not in this. It is like this area
Got
right
it.
here.
Just checking.
I had the same question.
So Brenna, Lottie, and Kede are all gonna take damage, and I get 3 fear for that. Let's see. Sorry, multiple things happening at once. Let's see. That is 1d8 plus 2 damage for each of you. Ooh, that is 10 points of magic damage for each of you. Anybody below 18. So. And that will be this one's turn. I'm also gonna name them so that way you guys know who you're.
I'm gonna use an armor slot to reduce that damage by 3. As well.
Okay. All right, and that's my turn. What would you guys all like to do?
Is Kede unconscious again, or are they up?
Kede is up for now.
Oh, sweet.
Is this a close enough distance that Cersei could run up and hit this whiz kid?
Was good.
I don't
Yeah.
really know how distances work.
I believe. Let me double check, but that's 35 feet. You could totally get there.
Yeah, and even just 30 just to get here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, Cersei will call back to Valus and just say, "Let's get this guy." She'll run in and try to do an attack.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. Ooh, that is a 17 with hope.
That hits.
Cool. Okay. And let's do the damage. Oh my gosh. That's 15 damage.
Holy hell.
But the Warhammer is Cersei just sees what happens behind her and just cracks it on his shoulder.
You see this absolute crazy hit on this wizard, and he recoils back, very hurt, blood stripped across him. And yeah, it's pretty big hit.
Awesome. I'm gonna forego the hope, and I'm gonna put a little counter on this Slayer's thing. And then I think that's Cersei's go.
Okay. Anybody else?
Stupid wizard.
I'm guessing Kede did take damage though, just wasn't unconscious from that attack.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, now I can hear you. What did you say?
I'm guessing that from that attack, Kede did take damage, but
Yes.
basically, like, since I had healed them for 2 HP, they just lost 1. Is that what I'm understanding?
Basically, yes.
Okay. Then I am going to burn one of my prayer die to get 1 hope back, putting me at 3. So then I'll burn all 3 to do life support, which is I can burn 3 hope to clear a hit point on an ally within close range. So basically, I'll just kind of, I see Kede like start to like close their eyes a bit in shell shock, and I just kind of like lightly tap them on the face and kind of like lightly slap them, like a fish slap, just to kind of wake them up a little bit and be like, get your head back in the game. And then I'll start running towards Cersei.
Okay.
So I can help out with attacks later.
Okay. Anybody else? Scarlet,
Can
Davy, Lottie?
Yeah, can Bayless can Bayless move up behind the wizard if they got enough to
Which one?
the one where Cersei is? Can they get in melee? Can he get within melee on that?
I'd say yeah. There's nothing blocking your path. I'd say yeah, you could totally run up them.
And they will just attack with both daggers, but because there is an ally within, I also get to add sneak attack as
Let's
well.
go.
So sorry, my brain's a bit slow. Just give me a sec. That's a D10. So that's 7 from the first swing with the dagger.
Okay.
And then second is 6 points, and then the sneak attack is just 1 point on that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's his. That's all I can really think about doing with him right now.
Okay. Scarlet, Davy, either of you want to do anything?
Davy can do something. Since Uni just ran up to Davy, Davy's gonna give her a high five and cast. Where'd it go? Tava's armor. So I'm gonna spend a hope. And Uni now has 1 extra armor slot.
Oh, sheesh. For how long?
Until your next rest.
Hey!
Forever. It's a permanent armor
Or I
slot.
cast it again.
Cool. Oh, they even have a little slot for it. That's awesome. Cool. Nice. Thanks. Yeah, Umi will enthusiastically high five back and do that like cheesy like anime flex, like yeah.
Oh my god, all I see is a tiny frog and a giant just to do it. It's so tiny. Oh my god, it's so cute. Okay.
Davy definitely does have to do a jump to
Low five. Low five.
Oh my goodness. Okay. anything else? Anybody, Scarlet? Do you have anything you want to do?
I think for now she's just gonna move to kind of stay in close range of as many of her friends as she can.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a fear. Actually, I'm gonna spend 2 fear.
2 fear, 2 furious.
Okay. And I'm going to spotlight up to 5 allies within far range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, this wizard in front of Valus and Cersei is going to hold his hands up and cast a spell aiming it at Valus right in front, waving a hand. Let me go ahead and see if this will hit you. Does a 14 hit you?
Sorry, I said yeah, and I was muted. Yeah, it
You're
does.
good. Okay. Oh my god. You get 7 points of magic damage. So that's Wiz 1.
Ooh.
This lead
Okay.
right here, because I get to spotlight each one of them for spending 2 fear on this little group of adversaries. He's going to... Let's see, how far can I get him to move? He's going to move around this direction. On the other... actually, he's going to go here. Cut through these two. And he's going to, seeing Kede still alive, he's going to aim again in this area, hitting Kede, Nash, and Shell all together.
Jeez.
I'm gonna roll to see if they... I shit you not, you guys. I rolled a 4, 5, and 16.
Oh no.
Kede rolled a 4, Nash rolled a 5, Shell rolled a 16. 16... All of them take damage, so yay. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Kede. Okay. All right.
God damn it, Keith. Stop taking damage.
The 3 of them are still up, but they all look pretty decently hurt. So that was lead 1's turn. I did Wiz 1. Wiz 3 is going to move, let's see, onto the other side of Valus, still within range, and going to cast... Okay. She's gonna do a little something crazy. You see her hands move up, and she sort of squishes her hands together. After she puts her hand in a piece of one of her pouches, squishes her hand together, rubbing them across like her forearms down to her hands, and sort of does like a little swirling motion and points to in between all of you guys right here. And you see a swirling ball appear. And it is multicolored.
Ew.
Ooh.
And that will be her turn.
And that was from Kede?
That was from Wiz 3.
Oh, so it's a bad thing. I didn't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing.
It is a very bad thing.
Okay.
So that's 1, 3, 1. Okay, so now I'm gonna move Wiz 2. She's gonna continue moving around this caravan. So she's just gonna, let's see, she's here. 30. I'm gonna see if she makes this jump. Yep. And she's gonna move here. And she's going to try and hit Kede.
Frick's sake.
That does not hit him. So she flings a spell, it whizzes past Nash and Kede and hits the rocks and trunks behind them. And then finally this guy. He's going to follow that other wizard in the path. So he's just making his way. You hear movement on the other side of that fog cloud. So that is my turn.
All right, frickin' lordy.
Wow.
Okay, seeing all the shenanigans happening over here, Umi will look to Scarlet and Davy and be like, I think I'm gonna go help out down there. There's a couple that came behind the caravan here. And I will... Can't do that much, but... Yeah, I'll just try to run... I think we were gonna, like... If I can cut through the fog cloud, I would. Just try to get, like, here-ish? I can't do much else. Unless I can get here, but it's probably too far. Lanta, I don't have much.
It's almost like I built this encounter to be annoying.
I'll drink my stamina potion, if that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. You guys can do whatever you want. Well, not whatever, but you know what I mean.
Oh, wait, that's stamina. I don't have that many stress. Never mind. That's not worth it. Yeah, I can't really do much except yell at them and just very tall and loud and just screaming at them loudly, just like, "Hey, idiots! Pick on someone your own size."
You don't want to like use your battle axe or something, or
I have to be
a
very
crossbow?
close. Like I was this far away, so I don't think I can get much closer than that.
Let me see.
It's already pretty far, so I don't know.
I say, I mean, there's not really much in between you two. So the way that like close far and everything works is essentially like anywhere between let me pull up my little sheet here for DMing. So where did it go? Hello? Brain? Where did you go? I swear I just had it up.
Yeah, I mean, if I could just
Oh,
like
okay,
go
there it
here,
is,
then
there it
I would
is.
do that.
Yeah,
Hit.
so basically the way that it works is like melee is like a touch, like a few feet away. Very close is 5 to 10, close is 10 to 30, so that's like your generic movement. Far is anywhere between 30 to 100, and I might make you roll an agility to move safely into it. So
Ooh.
like if there were things in your way, I would make you do it. If it was like anything above, like honestly, anything above like 50 feet, I'm probably gonna make you guys go, it is a little, you know, but I feel like 30, 45, that's fine. There's
Okay.
nothing in your paths like blocking you necessarily. It's more just,
Sick.
yeah, so feel free to get into movement.
Yeah, then I will try to hit Wiz 3.
Okay.
Can I use my rally die to try to hit?
Mm-hmm.
Or did I use it afterwards? I don't know how it works. Is it a pre-declare or a post-declare?
What does it say for you, Scarlet? Let me see.
It just says once per session, as your party prepares to enter a dangerous or difficult situation, describe how you rally them and give yourself and each of your allies a d6 rally die. Anyone with a rally die can spend it to roll it, adding the result to an action roll, reaction roll, or damage roll, or clearing stress equal to the rally die result. At the end of each session, all spent rally die are cleared.
Oh.
That's
Doesn't really say.
all it says.
Yeah, so I would say probably after the fact you would
Okay.
roll your
Yeah, because
D6.
I'll say the prayer die I have makes the specific stipulation that it says add to a roll's result after the roll is made.
Oh, okay.
So the fact that this one doesn't say that means you probably have to declare it before. almost
Yeah.
mix rules differently.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that. If that's how you want to roll with that, I'm good with that as a GM. Go for it. Yeah. if you
So
wanna-
I have to roll it now. I
I
got lost in the sauce and what we decided, so.
I would say you would have to declare that you're using your rally die before you do damage, and then you would roll your rally with your damage at the same time, if that makes sense.
Oh, I was using it to try to make sure I hit.
Oh, yeah, you totally add it. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'll just do the little advantage thing.
Yeah.
20 with hope.
That hits.
Ooh. That is... Oh, wait, I have a thing here. When you roll a damage die, you may reroll 1s and 2s. Okay, I'm gonna reroll. I rolled a 1.
Nice.
All right, 7 damage to Wizard 3.
Perfect. Okay, so you swing down your... What did you use again?
Battle axe.
Your battle axe. You swing down your battle axe as it cuts across the wizard's chest, hitting their leather armor, their light leather armor in the front. And she takes a little bit of a hit, a little scratch against her, and she's got a little damage on her.
And if we're okay, I have a really good thing with Cersei that I can do with these 3 bundled up, unless somebody has like a burning desire.
Nope, go for it.
Anybody else? Just making sure.
Go for it.
All right. All right. So Cersei's gonna move, like around Valus to right here, and is going to hit Wizard 1 using the Whirlwind feature.
Okay.
To then try to hit 3 and 1 at the same time, but her focus is Wizard 1.
Okay.
I will use... Let's see. I'm going to use the rally die for that as well.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to use a rally die and... No, I'm just going to do that. So, let's see. Attack roll. 18 with hope.
That hits.
Where's my pen? Holy frick, I'm having to do this manually because I can't click on her little thingy. Okay, so let's see what this says. On a success, you may spend a hope. Use that roll against every other enemy in that weapon's range. Okay, so does 18 hit all the others?
Yep.
Okay, so using up that hope. And then I will use the, since I activated the Slayer dice, I'm gonna add a d6 to the damage roll.
Okay.
So we're gonna do roll here. Okay, so it's 11 plus, how did I just roll a d6? There we go. Okay, so it's gonna be 14 damage to Wizard 1.
Okay.
And 7 damage to Wizard 3 and Lead 1.
Okay, so it's 14 and 7.
Yeah, so 14 to 1, and then half to the others, 7.
Is 1 down yet?
Frickin' I hope so.
Hold on. Jesus Christ, you guys, chill. Yes, Wizard 1 is down. Does that make you happy?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Alright.
Oh, frick. Nice.
Hold on. There we go. And then I think also, let me just double check. No, just kidding. Wizard 3 is still up. Okay, so you swing around, it hits all 3 like a boomerang, and Wizard 1, it cuts across him and he's down for the count. The other 2 take pretty decent damage. They're hurt, but they're not down yet.
Yeah, because Cersei uses a warhammer, so I imagine it's just like one of those like bing, 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 as she just like slams like shoulder blade and like smashing each shoulder as she spins.
Like Thor.
Yeah, Thor.
Alright. What else would you guys like to do?
I don't think Scarlet and Davey have gotten to go yet, if y'all want to take your turns.
Yeah. I will go ahead and go. Scarlet will take a health potion that I just remembered she has.
Nice.
Oh, come on, she'll clear 1 hit point.
Aw.
And then her wings will unfurl from her back. Iridescent, kind of like dragonfly wings. And she'll start flying, hovering in the air a little bit. Can I do more, or is taking the potion?
You can keep going until I
My
say,
thing.
hey, you
Okay.
can't do anything anymore.
Okay.
Keep going.
Well, then she will fly a little bit closer to her friends down here. And she'll start playing an epic song, which sounds an awful lot like Takedown from K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Using her troubadour ability to make that close target temporarily vulnerable on Wizard 3.
Okay. Wizard 3 and is vulnerable.
Alright, and I think that's all I'm gonna do.
Does lead get vulnerable or just the Wiz 3? What does it say?
It just says make a close target.
Okay.
On the other ones that include the allies, it says you and any close ally, but for the target, it specifically says A. So
Okay.
I'm assuming that means what?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Davey, do you have anything you'd like to do?
Yes. Seeing, what was this, Wiz 2 over here, Davy is also going to try to get away from this chaos ball. And as he's running, he's going to get the idea that this fog cloud isn't really doing much anymore. He's going to like the fog starts to like follow him and starts to the water vapor starts to turn into a giant ice spike as all of the fog dissipates, and tries to shoot a giant ice spike towards Wizard 2.
Okay.
So he gets to here.
Okay.
Right. And I think I'm gonna use my rally die on
Am I
this.
scaring you all yet?
I'm about to be. Get an extra hope, so that's a net 0 on that. Okay, plus 6. That is 10, 15, 17 with fear.
That hits. I like that fear though.
Woo! All right, and so I go plus my proficiency. That is using my proficiency. Yeah, so that's +1. So that is 5 points of magic damage.
Okay. So the ice spike cleans through the Wiz 2's arm as she grips onto it and holds fast and just looks at Davy in absolute anger. Would anybody else like to go otherwise? Actually, no, I'm gonna go because you rolled with fear and I'm going to do that. So I'm gonna spend...
No.
I'm gonna spend 2 fear. So that's 4. First things first. I'm gonna move Nash into melee with Wiz 2. And he's gonna take a big swing at her. Oh shit, okay. Hell yeah. Nash takes out a giant, rather he walks by the armor rack that's kind of by the area of their things, he takes his battle axe and takes a one giant swing against Wiz 2 and clean tears off the rest of her arm that was impaled by the ice spike with Davy, and she gets hit. That's Nash. Daku is going to... He doesn't know where he wants to go. I'm gonna move him here. Closer to you guys in case you need help. Kede is doesn't want to be anywhere near this fight and realize he's the target. So he's going to cower in fear behind this rock. So that's 1, 2. Okay, and then I'm going to move the chaos ball. Let's see.
Does Shell do anything or no?
Shell is going to... No, I'm not going to move her right now because I can only spotlight up to 5 and I don't want to use her right now. So she's going to vibe. She's going to vibe right there and be Nash's backup if he gets taken down. So she'll move a little bit, but that's it. Let's see. Chaos Ball is going to move. That will be the best. You guys are all spread out now. Okay, I'm going to move the Chaos Ball here. Actually, no, I'm gonna move it 1 back. What's that? Okay, yeah, that gets 3 of you. Scarlet, Amanita, and Umi. You see this chaos ball float around you, and it's like multicolored wispies sort of floating in the air. And as you see this thing whiz past you, you will all of a sudden see the ground filling up with water, and it's filling up pretty fast. And all of a sudden you look down at your feet, you see the water is rising, and you look back up and you're standing on a beach. And you're like, what the heck? What? And the 3 of you are going to take damage as it remakes reality for the 3 of you. Wow, I rolled 2 1s. You are so lucky. That is 5 points of damage to Amanita, Scarlet, and Umi. As it remakes reality in front of your eyes, as the 3 of you look down and you see water, and you think you're going to absolutely drown in a potential sea. And that is what is happening to the 3 of them. So let's see, that is 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to move, let's see.
The water tries to take Umi down, and it just slides off of her armor, and I take no damage.
Nice. Wiz 4 is going to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
After we take the damage, are we like still in thinking we're on a beach, or does it like go away?
Oh yeah, it's you guys, it looks like you're still on a beach.
Oh frick. Can we see the ball?
No.
Oh lord.
Okay, so we're just like stunned in an alternate reality.
Essentially, you're just remaking reality in front of you. You can't tell where the ball is. You just see water rising below you. You think you're on a beach. That's all you can tell right now.
Okay.
It's a chaos ball. It remakes reality. It's fun. Wiz 4 is gonna move into position. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40, 35. He can see Kede from here. He's gonna try and hit Kede again.
Freaking fricks.
That hits. Oh, buddy. Oh boy. That is high.
All the armor slots.
Yep. You see Wiz 4 step out from behind this caravan here, throws a strike of blue magic as it hits Kede, and he falls unconscious again. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have one more. Sorry. One more. I'm gonna move lead 1 into, actually lead 1's gonna go on the other side of Cersei. And is going to try and hit Cersei for damage with a little spell. Oh my god. Does a 22 hit?
Yeah.
Actually, it was 21, but yes. And then, let's see. Luckily, it's just this. Oh my god, I rolled low. Thank god. 6 points of damage to Cersei.
All right.
And that is my turn.
Can I jump in with Bayless? Okay with everyone?
Mhm.
Yeah. Bayless is going to turn to Wizard 3. And is going to, well, it'll actually hit all of them there. Lead 1, Wiz 3. They're gonna do a spell cast. He's gonna do a spell cast roll with I'm gonna spend a hope.
Okay.
To cast Rain of Blades. So I just need to make a spell cast roll. That's a 16 with fear on that.
That hits all
Okay.
of them.
And one of them's vulnerable, right?
Yes.
Wiz 3. So Wiz 3 is going to take an extra d8 damage as well.
Okay.
So for the my dice. Sorry, I've just lost my dice.
You're
Right, there we
good.
go.
Take your time.
So it's that's a d10. That's not right. That's 6 points of damage to lead 1.
Okay.
And then and 6 points of normal, like regular damage to Wiz 3, but she's also going to take an extra d8, which is a 7. So she takes 13
Okay. Perfect.
total.
All right. So.
Yep.
Your rain of blades comes crashing down as they whip across Wiz 3, and she is torn up, bloody and bruised, hanging on by a freaking thread. Lead 1, his robes are cut up, but he is also looking like he is on his last life.
Will you allow me to actually do a health potion as well for Bayless?
Yeah, go
Okay.
for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
3. Yeah, 3. Cool.
Cool. All right. Who's next?
Well, the 3 of us are playing on a beach.
If you guys want, the 3 of you, if you want to try and decipher what the fuck is going on and you want to look around, you can. And you will discover that there is some sort of floating ball within your vicinity that is making you think that you're on a beach. I would say you guys have a high enough intelligence to know that
We were not on a beach before, so
yes. So
Are all of us on the same beach together, or are we on our own
Yes,
individual
the
beach?
3 of you are all together. You see each other
Hey, guys.
on this beach because it's just remaking the area around you. Okay. So because it says to transform the area within very close range into a different biome. So this area is just a beach, and you're in the water.
beach babe.
You're swimming in it. It's slowly rising. So what do you guys want to do?
I'm not the best swimmer, so we should probably not be swimming. What do you guys think?
So wait, you said it turns it into a biome and we're on a beach. Do we still see everyone else, or is it we're in our own parallel thing and it's just us on this beach?
I'm
I'm just trying to understand what's going on.
So it doesn't necessarily say. So I'm assuming this is up to the GM, and it says remake reality. Spend a fear to transform the area within very close range into a different biome. All targets within this area take direct magic damage, and it's an elemental magic. So I'm assuming, based on that verbiage, that it's just the area. You guys see you're on a beach. It's just the around you very close. Like, it's remaking the area around you. It's not necessarily teleporting you into a dimension. It's just you guys think you're in water in reality, and you guys are taking damage from being in the water, or however you want to do to not take damage or take damage, etc. But essentially,
Yeah.
the three of you think you're on a beach. You're getting splashed with water in the ocean. You can see other things happening around you, but it's just right now you guys think you're on a beach in the ocean.
So you're interpreting it as a psychic interpretation of us thinking we're on a
Yes.
beach rather than a
Yes.
physical biome transformation.
Ooh,
I mean,
that makes
Well,
sense.
the reason I ask is, like, are we seeing the other enemies to continue taking turns, or are we just living in a psychic terrain with our other comrades? Because that's going to drastically change what we can do on our turn. I'm just trying to clarify.
yes, I would say, to not make this super stupid, yeah, you can see everybody else. You guys think you're on a beach within range of this thing. So you can see everybody. You can see other people fighting other people. You're just on a beach taking magic damage being in water.
Oh, so we'll keep taking it
Gotcha.
as long as this thing is up.
Okay, then in that case, can I take my turn?
Mhm.
I'm gonna take out my axe and whip it like a frickin' ultimate frisbee at Wiz 3, because he's in close range, and I can just chuck an axe at him.
Okay.
So how do I add my strength to it? Is that what I'm doing? The plus
Good.
2 strength for this?
Yeah, whatever the weapon says.
Okay. Debating if I want to do that. I don't think so. Okay, I got a 22 with fear.
That will hit.
And then that'll be 7 points of magical damage.
Okay.
And then I will expend a stress to have it hit lead 1 like a boomerang.
Okay.
And then come back to me.
Okay.
So it's with the same attack roll, so it's also a 22.
Okay, that also hits. And is
That-
it also...
It's the same rolls. It's just I can spend a stress to basically add it to one more person. So it's also a 7 damage.
Okay.
7 magical damage.
Okay, Wiz 3 is down. Thank you, whoever's doing that. Got it
Got you.
for me. And then... Sorry, I just stupidly did something. I'm trying. Okay. Perfect. You swing it around, it boomerangs back to you, knocking Wiz 3 out on their ass. Lead 1 taking a little bit more damage. They're looking pretty hurt.
Does the Chaos Orb go away when he dies? Because he was the one who cast it?
The Chaos Orb does not.
Okay. That was why I was wanting to take my turn to see if it would go away if I killed him.
No.
then-
You rolled with fear though.
I did.
So I'm just gonna really quickly spend a fear. And I'm gonna move the chaos ball. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Howdy doody doody. It wants to get closer, so it's gonna go 5, 10, 15. So, Scarlet and Amanita, you no longer think you're on a beach. Cersei and Thalis both believe they're on a beach now.
Me still on a
And
beach.
is going to remake reality again and try and hit you guys with magic damage. Or not try and hit, it will hit you with direct magic damage. Wow, I rolled 2 fucking 1s again. What the shit? You take 5 points of damage.
I will... Would that be damage for you, Velas?
Yeah, it'd be 1 HP.
Okay, I will use... I'm gonna mark a stress. So the 5 damage will just, again, if it's still water again, the water just can't get to Umi through her armor. and then I will intercept that damage from Valus, and then where is it? Hang on. And then I will use an armor to negate that.
Okay. Perfect.
Actually, I have to use 2 armor because it's magical damage. So yeah. So neither of them will take damage. And then you said Cersei took 5.
We'll also get 5, yeah.
I'm gonna use 1. Take none. Actually, 2 armor. My bad.
Don't forget, you guys can also team up on your turns too. Okay.
Can Umi go if that's okay?
Yeah, go for it. Whatever you guys want to do. Whoever wants to go.
I'm gonna use Guardian's Hope. So I'm gonna use 3 of my hope up to clear 3 armor slots. I love this class so much, and I don't know that I ever want to play anything else. That shit's so sick.
It's so good.
It's so good. Like, reducing all physical damage incoming by 5 automatically is insane. So I will, knowing that Valus and Cersei probably have lead 1 in hand, and this stupid ball is just shooting water at Umi over and over again, I will, Umi will attack the chaos ball that's in front of her.
Perfect.
I'm actually gonna
Go for it.
move here though, so I can. Okay, I'm gonna try to hit it. Let's see. Oh, well, that's dog water. It's 5 with hope.
That will not hit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I got a hope back.
You did.
Alright. And wait, I think I need to take mark the stress. Okay. You know, I can't really do much else. Oh, I forgot about that. Dang. Okay. Yeah. That's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have Cersei bonk lead 1 if unless Davy or Scarlet want to go first.
I would like to go real quick if that's
Go.
okay.
Absolutely.
I just want to try to cast. Sorry, also cannot talk today. Cast Enrapture on Wiz 4 to try to get their attention off of Kede.
Okay.
That is a 19 with fear.
That hits. I love a fear.
But yeah, so I made the spellcast roll, and so on the success, I basically keep their attention off
Okay.
me, narrowing their
Okay.
field of view and drowning out any sound but my beautiful siren song.
Okay. What's your beautiful siren song sound like?
Ooh. I think she's just still playing Takedown.
Okay.
As she should.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the sing-along movie thing tonight, and I'm so excited.
That's
Oh, nice.
exciting.
Nice.
Okay. Because you rolled with fear, I'm gonna just really quickly take my turn. I promise it'll be quick. I will not use my 2 fear and have 5 people move. So, I'm going to spend a fear And I'm going to move lead 1. 1, 2. I think that's still within Cersei's range. Can't see.
Yeah, you're being very careful about that. It's irking me.
How tall do I want that box to be?
I was gonna say, is there opportunity attacks in this game?
Cersei has one.
Yeah, some characters do. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna just dance around you.
It's not a default action reaction
No.
like in
Correct.
D&D.
It's built into the warrior class feature.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this box right here is probably like a little carton of things, and he could probably see over it. It's not like it's a fucking wall or anything, so he's gonna be able to see Kede.
Holy
I'm
freaking
going
frick.
to mark a stress. Where is stress? He's on his fucking last legs too, by the way. So I'm gonna mark a stress.
I was gonna kill him.
And he's going to throw, because he doesn't want him to live. Let's see, how big? Davy, you're gonna get hit with this.
Do it.
Kede and Davy, please make an agility reaction roll. Pray for Kede.
Do they not auto fail if they're unconscious?
That's not necessarily how that works in this game, I don't think. I mean, I guess it's like
being
I get advantage on it
vulnerable, so
essentially.
disadvantage.
Yeah. So it'd be
Is this just something that
disadvantage,
happens,
basically.
or is there an attack roll?
Must succeed on an agility reaction roll or take damage. Kede fails.
This was a agility. Oh, that's a 0.
Mhm.
So that's a 19.
Okay, you pass, so you don't have to take damage because it was 18, if you remember. This mage sees Kede unconscious, tosses a spell, Hail Marying, and Kede is dead.
Dang it. Oh,
I tried my best to keep him alive.
I
but
know, and I was trying to kill
not
lead
gonna burn all my-
one. Yeah.
You did really well keeping him up. I mean,
Seriously.
it happens.
They didn't want him alive. They don't care now. Lead is like, we're done. And he's done. I have done my turn. That's what they wanted to do. Wiz 4's enraptured. The other 2 are in combat. So that's all I'm gonna do on my turn.
Yeah, Cersei, having been just a little bit too slow, was in the process of gonna hit him before he jumped out of the way, and she's just gonna try to kill this guy.
Go for it.
I'll hit him with the Warhammer. I'm gonna mark, it's a 18 with fear, but I'm gonna mark, 2 stress to make it hope instead.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna hit with the hammer.
Go for it. Honestly, you could breathe on him and he's dead, so
8.
yeah, that kills him. So you
Breath
swing
hammer
down.
activated.
Explain to me how you kill this guy who just destroyed your only lifeline to potentially figuring out what's wrong with the plants.
Yeah, Cersei will just kind of look over and seeing his last hit. It was like one of those slow-mo things where she was swinging to hit and he was shooting at the same time, and it's like that fraction of a second too late.
Okay. You swipe down his cloak, slashed, killing him where he stands. What else would the rest of you like to do?
Baby, you want to get that bitch whiz too?
Yeah, Davy's gonna go after her. Who is this? Wiz2 that's up?
Wiz 2 right here. Wiz 4 is just enraptured by Scarlet.
We're gonna try and keep Wiz 4 alive to question him.
Try and keep Wiz4.
Okay. He's
Um,
taking any damage.
has Wiz2 taken?
Wiz 2 has
Wiz2
taken
is the one
tons.
taken.
She's taken a couple hits.
She got hit by your
a
ice
couple.
spike and by Nash's slash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she's currently without an arm.
Oh, without an arm.
She has one arm. Bleeding out.
All right.
Davey, I can give you a hand. Sorry. That was a bad joke.
Nah. Davy is going to summon up a small orb of water in his hand, and everybody sees that small orb of water split to 2 and then split again to 4. I'm going to spend 4 hope and just hit this wizard with an arcane barrage.
Dang.
Okay.
So that is 3, 6, 10, 14 points of magic damage.
In one fell swoop, you absolutely destroy this wizard. Nash looks behind you and goes, hell yeah. Okay.
I just imagine Nash being Hulk Hogan and be like, oh yeah, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, basically. Hell yeah, brother. All right. With that being said, do you guys want to do anything with Wiz 4 and the Chaos Ball? That's all that's left.
I think
Can we
Scarlet said she
attack-
had wanted to do something to Wiz 4.
Oh, she was just going to crack her whip around Wiz 4 to kind of grapple them and tie them up a bit so we
Okay.
can interrogate them.
Okay. I'll say you pull him a little bit closer, and he is currently tied within your grasp.
Can we actively see this chaos ball? Like, can we actually attack
Yeah,
it?
it's like faintly glowing in front of you guys. You can see it. You can totally attack it. It's not like it's invisible or anything. It's just a chaos, uncontrollable magic ball.
I throw my magic axe at it.
Yeah, whatever you guys want to do, however you want to kill it.
Howdy doody doo.
Sure, I'll
Dayless, yeah, whoever wants to howdy doody doody.
Valus will go after my god, Amanita. Sorry, I'm really bad with brain stuff today. Yeah, if Amanita wants to throw the axe.
You can go for it first, Valus, if you want.
Okay. He will move to this side of it, and just take a normal hand and an offhand. Let me hit first. That's 1s. That's a crit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, double ones is a crit. Let's fucking go.
Okay. I always love that. I'm like, is that a critical fail? Still, my brain still goes there. Okay. So. Right. Okay. So just it's 1, 2, 8. So that is 10 points of damage from the first hand,
Okay.
and then just 4 points for the second.
Amazing. Because it has not taken any damage. You throw everything you have at it, at this ball, as you're standing in an ocean.
Yep.
And it's vibing. It's just chaos magic as it sort of shakes and shivers like a glitch being hit.
That's Bayless's go.
Anything else you guys want to do? Do you want to? Anybody else who wants to go?
Sure, I'll chuck an axe at it. Why not? Oh, crit! Double fives,
Hell
baby!
yeah! Double crits. Let's go.
And do I get any like hope for that or no?
I believe you get a bunch of stuff for that.
I don't remember the rules well enough.
You gain a hope. You clear a.
Ooh, you drop a stress? Thank
yeah,
goodness.
You clear stress. You gain a hope, and you do the full damage of your dice, and then you make another roll and add that to the value.
Oh. Wait, another damage roll and add it to the value?
Yeah, so basically, like, if you were to roll 2d6s, it would be 12, and then you roll your 2d6s, and then add that to the 12.
Then I did 15 magical damage.
Hell frickin' yeah. Would you like to tell me how you howdy doody doody? How do you want to do this?
I think she'll just like chuck the axe like head over hilts, like pure vertical spinning on an x-axis, and just like sever the center of the orb, in a way that it doesn't explode out onto Valus and Umi, and it just like dissipates and cracks in half.
Okay. The chaos ball shivers between the Valus and Amanita damage, and it dissipates as the arcane energy is overtaken with your damage.
Woot.
And that is the end of combat. Because you guys are keeping Wiz 4 up. So, what would you guys like to do?
Can Valus search for any insignia, any notes, or anything on Wiz 3?
Yes. You, Valus, will notice just from being in proximity to Alaria and the various government there and things like that, you will notice that all of these robes have Varean Dynasty logos on them. And they have the Varean Dynasty colors of red, blue, and black. And there isn't much else on their like lapels or anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He will relay that to everybody. Let them know where these people are from.
Okay. As Scarlet is holding on to Wiz 4, you will all see Daku, Nash, and Shell run over to Kede. Daku racked with the knowledge that not only is the person who's saving him dead, but he's probably now marked for death because he's unable to take care of himself anymore. Nash and Shell both standing over in absolute dismay that they could not save their friend who joined them on this journey, and turns to you all and said, "Do you know these people that ambushed us?"
I've never seen them before.
Valus will pipe up and say, I know of them. I don't know them personally.
Who are they?
They are Dynasty. They work for the Dynasty. That's the colors, the robes.
You
That's
all
all
would
I know.
that, like, they look like soldiers from the Dynasty. They have soldier gear of, wizard robes of the colors of the Varean Dynasty, and they're just simple soldiers that you would see typically in cities and things like that are overtaken by the Varean Dynasty or under military purview.
And that's like, is that the same people that hired us?
No.
Because the Varean Dynasty
So-
is like the whole place, right?
The Varean Dynasty is all of the western side of the continent. So
Oh, the green.
Yes, so anything that's in the green side of the left
Got
side
it.
of the continent is under Varean rule.
Okay, so
Anything
then we were
on the
in
right
the
side.
lemon.
Yeah, you guys were not part of the Varean rule.
Well,
They're their own continent.
Umi
with their
was, because
own-
I was from the Fallheim Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
But she
So
didn't
you would
pay much.
recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if she was part of, any sort of city
yeah.
within that
No,
time,
she was with her
then-
clan in the mountains, so they probably knew of them, but they probably like, it was probably one of those things where they like didn't mess with them, and they didn't like, it was like, don't mess with us, we won't mess with you, because like they probably tried to come in and like do stuff in the mountains, and her clan was like, frick off.
Yeah, Davy would recognize these robes because Kalair is under Varean
Mhm.
Dynasty rule, but is not under like military view. You've seen the robes before, but you didn't think anything of it. You just thought that's the Dynasty colors, I believe same with like I think probably Scarlet wouldn't know too much. Amanita, depending on where your backstory, like if you decided to move into the Varean Dynasty and walk around that area.
No, because I went from Chantrell like through the mountains to like the east coast and then
Yeah.
down with Scarlet. So I've never been to the Varean Dynasty.
Yeah, so you guys wouldn't know too much. So pretty much Davy and Valus. And maybe Umi and Cersei have all seen them before, but just think, well, they're colors and they're not typically violent, so.
Because it was the Lemon Kingdom that hired us to investigate this other stuff, right?
Yep.
Well, I mean, if there's now like rivaling factions, and Kede was someone who was onto something slowing the spread of this stuff, and the Lemon Kingdom is interested in this stuff, I wonder if the Varean Dynasty is the one trying to spread it.
would
It's the
make
only
sense
logical
that-
explanation.
And didn't they say that the minerals are mined in the Sunfire Peaks?
Yeah, far to the west by the Varean Dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to find Lito and then carry on up north. Obviously, there's something going on, and it's all connected.
If the
Cersei
Varean
will...
Dynasty came after Creed, we should probably find Lito really fast.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah. Cersei will turn to the others and just say, I'm really sorry for your loss. I'm sorry we couldn't protect him. That's enough.
Daku is just going to solemnly hold Kede now that he can touch him again in death and nod, appreciative of the sentiment. Shell and Nash both look on solemnly and thank you for your help. If there's anything we can do to help you move forward and stop whatever this is, let us know.
There is like one thing, like, can I like see Kede for a moment?
What are you gonna do with them?
Like, touch him?
Daku moves away, leaving space for you to move forward and touch Kede if you so wish.
All right. So I guess like to the rest of the group. So I have the stress like remaining capable where I could do this twice if I wanted. up to twice. Essentially, I'm waffling between doing 1 and/or 2 uses of this ability of the death connection, where I can touch a corpse that died recently, mark a stress, and extract a memory from the corpse related to a specific emotion or sensation. And so one of the things, because Daku was like notably like dejected that like he's probably going to die quicker without the salve, I was thinking of doing like the sensation of like the grinding of the mortar and pestle to try and get a memory of like what was used to make the salve, to like let
That's
Kede,
what I was.
basically like to let Daku know like how to make his own salve to save himself.
Love this.
But the other, and like to save
Mhm.
future people, so that way the knowledge doesn't die with Kede. The other thing was, do we want to try to come up with a way of figuring out if Kede knew who these attackers were, like if they know why the Varean Dynasty was assassinating him? But I don't know what.
Varean Dynasty.
Well, but I don't know what. I have to tie it to an emotion or a sensation. And I'm guessing there's probably not a ton from the sensation of getting hit in the chest with a spell or an explosion.
But
So like, I'm
fear?
not sure. Yeah, but like, are they gonna? Is that just gonna be the memory of them getting attacked, or is it gonna like link to other stuff? You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. I would
So
say
I'm trying to think of like a memory of a
I
prior encounter with the Varean Dynasty, like a reason previous.
I have an idea. If you have to tie it to an emotion,
Yes.
I mean, the leader is also dead. Can tie the emotion to
So
either
maybe
loyalty
anger
or
Ooh.
orders.
Then let's do that.
Yeah.
One of each.
So let's start with Kede just to get the information from them out and let the other people mourn. So I'll touch Kede, mark a stress, and the sensation I want to get a memory extracted from is the sensation of like the grinding sensation of a mortar and pestle to hopefully figure out what the ingredients were they were grinding.
Absolutely. So you delve deep into this memory, and what you find is Kede hunched over various potion bottles and things filled with different herbs that are labeled. Let me pull up my list of ingredients because I have it.
Ooh.
You will see him pull some sort of grassweed, peppermint, and ginger, as well as honey and like a little bit of water to like turn it into like essentially like a salve to put on to alleviate the pain. Because again, like you said, it's not really to cure him, it's to alleviate the pain, to slow the pain, and it can't cure itself. So you see Daku like off to the side in pain. Kede is like pulling these different vials, pouring them into the mortar and pestle, and just grinding away, trying to turn it into a paste-like substance, salve to put on to hold out to him and give it to him. And you'd see like the memory that you're specifically grabbing at, like you could see like it is within this community. So these bottles and stuff are in his space that he was living in one of the caravans. So those items are still readily available if needed.
Gotcha. And does he have more than one mortar and pestle?
I would say probably not. I mean, he's a moving guy. He's not gonna have like 3 cups and 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So probably not. But the mortar and pestle is still here. It's just clattered on the ground, so you could easily pick it up.
Well, what I was trying to think is like have like if there's only one, like I probably need to leave it here for Daku to treat himself and not take it. If there were multiple, I'd try to take one to try to like treat it in the future if we come across anyone that needs it in the future. But I may just ask them if I can just like prepare a salve and like save it to the side for later in my like back.
Yeah, absolutely. You can totally do that. because there's enough. After this, I would say, like, once they've mourned and such for a little bit, they will show you to his living quarters, and you guys can decide what you want to do with it. But you can totally find a like an empty vial to put a little salve in if you would like to put that in your inventory. Absolutely.
Cool. Then I guess I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, Zach, Nemo, do we want to do your thought of trying to figure out information from lead one?
We can.
Yeah, and I was gonna say,
Not sure how much we're going to be
What
able
about
to get
Wiz
from
4?
I
Wiz
was
4.
gonna say, Scarlett, do you want to interrogate Wiz 4 before I burn another stress? And then if we need to, I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. Yeah, Scarlet will just pull Wiz 4 tighter and ask, who sent you? Why were you after Kede?
Let me see what exact language is on that. Let's see. You temporarily keep their attention, narrowing their field of view. So you're not necessarily like charming them; they're just paying close attention to you. They'll say, "I'll never tell anything to you."
Scarlet pulls the whip even tighter around them. Are you sure about that? Do you want to end up like all of the rest of your friends here?
I'd rather end up dead than losing my loyalty to the dynasty.
Then Scarlet looks at the others to see if they want to try anything to extract information from them.
If you want, you can try and make a presence roll to see
Yeah.
if you can, like,
yeah,
try
that's
and like
what
intimidate them.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Got it. Okay. No, you're good. Go ahead and give me a presence roll then.
And I would like to use the Siren's Call, if possible. My experience.
Yeah, go for it.
And I'm also going to use my rally die, if that is okay.
Yep. Go for it. Use them up.
Okay, so with everything, that is 12 with fear.
Okay.
Actually, I am going to use... I think I'm going to use my Luckbender fairy thing and spend 3 hope to re-roll my duality die.
Okay.
I just remembered that I had. I'm so sorry.
No, go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
Well, that's a little better, I guess. Okay, math again. Okay, so that is a 15 with hope.
That's even better. So, as you enrapture this guy and he's telling you no, you tighten your grip on that and you really enforce that something's going to happen to him. And he starts, you can see him sort of math tallying how much he wants to say, and looks to you. I'll tell you some things, but I'm not going to spill everything. We were sent here to kill him because he knows too much.
Okay, yeah, we kind of gathered that. Got any more for me?
I am only a soldier. I am not my leader. I don't know what he had planned, but we were sent here from the Varean Dynasty. They told us to find him and track him down and kill him. I have no other recollection from Other than that, I take my orders and I do them. They know that he's been traveling in our area for some time, trying to learn things. I don't know. It's above my pay grade. And he's sort of like, you can tell he's like holding back a little bit, but like for the most part, like he's just like a little, he's a pawn. He's not a knight. He's not a lead guy. He knows what his leader told him to do, which was kill Kede. And based on what you're hearing from him is he was ordered to kill him at any means, at any cost, including death. So they know that he's snooping around things and they don't like that. Is there anything else you want to ask him? Specifics? Does anybody else want to help Scarlet ask questions?
Sorry, I just had to step back. Can I get like a tiny recap of what we found out from Wiz 4?
Yes. So basically, Wiz 4 is a soldier underneath Lead 1, the lead wizard. They were ordered to come here and kill Kede by any means possible, including death, for themselves, because he knows too much. But he said like it's above his pay grade to know more than that. They know that he was snooping around. There were rumors of him snooping around in the area, and they were told to kill him by any means possible. But he doesn't know more than that.
Okay. And
that's with like intimidation from Scarlet and threatening.
Okay. If I wait, hang on. Who is it? Yes, please. Actually, no, I'll do it with Cersei can come help. Being from the area, from the Varean Empire, but not like within the like structure of like this military or whatever, could we find out not necessarily about this mission in particular, but maybe some kind of hierarchy of like who reports to who, like who's the highest person that this guy knows, because it might give us kind of an idea of like how, he might not know it, but like, when you sign up for the military, you kind of know like the structure, like how high, so just some general information on like structure and hierarchy of this military in particular.
Sure. Sorry,
you're good. I can do an advantage roll or intimidate if you want.
No, I'll say with Scarlet's 15, and like her holding it down essentially, like I'll say with the group of you kind of like surrounding him and like trying to help Scarlet essentially, you'll get that they are part of many groups. So I wish I had like a great like graph, but essentially they're like a group of wizards that are underneath a head wizard that is underneath another head wizard that is underneath the government. So they're like three or four tiers down. Like they're think of it as like they're like the here's a mission, go kill these people, come back, and then we'll continue giving you stuff. Yeah, get paid. Okay. So like essentially what you guys learn from him is that he's told by his leader. His leader talks to his head person. Think of it basically like Wiz 4 is like your regular old employee, and Lead 1 is like your team lead. And then above the Lead 1 is your manager. And then above that manager is like the department, or like the you know what I mean? Like the department director. And then above the director is, you know what I mean? So that's like how far down they are in terms of what they know. They're like the Goonies, okay? Or like the Goons,
And then I have a question whenever you're done questioning Umi.
Yeah, no, that was it. Just trying to figure some stuff out.
For Wiz 4, so like when you or your leader like get an order to like come and kill people or whatever, like how do you guys like salute? Like what do you guys do?
What do you mean?
Like if I was your boss and I was like, go kill this dude, would you just be like, okay, or would you like give me a salute?
It wouldn't be a salute. We just are given orders and we do them. There's no saluting. We're not technically military, and not all of our jobs are killing. This has just happened to be one that was killing.
So like, so if I was like, hey, like when your leader was like, hey, I need you to go kill this dude, did you like nod or did you like sit there impassively? Like,
I mean, what would you do in that situation?
I don't know. No one's told me to
Exactly.
go kill a dude.
Well, I mean, I'm not told very often to kill people either, but sometimes you gotta do what your boss asks of you.
Sorry, I'm just trying to think of another, because we're not getting super a lot with this guy, so I think we're gonna have to extract something from lead one. I'm just trying to think of a sensation or emotion that wouldn't be duplicated in the moment of him fulfilling his role to kill Kede. Because like loyalty could just be the loyalty of following the order and killing Kede, but could also be like the memory of like him receiving the order. So I was trying to see like if they were like I thought they were like in a military and had like a hierarchical structure to where like officer, I need you to go do this thing, and then like, sir, yes, sir, and like a salute, and then like try to extract a memory of like the sensation of the salute. That's what I was trying to get at with that kind of weird line of questioning.
Okay, sorry, I was like trying to understand what you guys. That's why like I asked you guys like specifically what you're looking for, because you need to tell me what you want to know.
Yes,
because if you guys are just like, I don't know what you like, tell me more, and I'm like, well, what do you want to know? Like you got to ask me specifics, because if you guys are just like, what about this? I'm like, I need to know what you're fishing for, because this is a lot more convoluted than you think it is in my mind. Because of like the way that this dynasty works. So because you're asking specifically if they're saluting, they don't salute. It's not like a military, like a typical American military where you salute. Yes, it is a form of a military, but they don't salute or do anything like that. It's like giving orders to a group of people, kind of like Star Wars, but I mean, I guess they salute there too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to. They don't do saluting. That's not like a wizard thing. So like, it's not. They're not like, fighters or anything like that. They're wizards, and they're told, hey, this dude knows too much. Go fucking kill him. And they're like, all right. So like, it's not really. There's no saluting happening here for him. But they are technically part of like an army, if you will, quote unquote, but they're not saluting, if that makes sense.
Would purpose be something that Amanita could latch onto? Like the purpose of them?
Like, but is the purpose of them killing Kede and like them and that being fulfilled? Like, I'm trying to think of something that's like uniquely specific to the memory of them receiving the missive that could not be duplicatable by them killing Kede.
Okay. So
it's like a really weird nuance.
Here is what I'm gonna do, because now we're getting like too granular, and at this point, like, we don't need to like do such a specific. I'm just gonna say that with your ability to touch it, you can you're gonna try and get the sensation of him following an order from his superior.
Cool.
Like that's essentially
That's what I would like to extract from the lead.
Because like we're getting granular here. We don't need to do that.
I know we are.
So okay, so you're going to go to lead one and do that? Is that the plan? Yeah. Okay. Yep. So as you guys are interrogating, Amanita moves over to lead one and is going to extract that memory. So Amanita, what you see in your mind's eye is a memory of him walking through essentially like a study, and you see two figures in the room. Both of them are wearing dynasty colors. A couple of them have like pins on them, kind of like Star Wars, where they've got like the different levels of their managerial perspective, essentially. Yeah, like their hierarchy. and they seem to be higher than this person, this lead one. And he walks into the room, and you see these two guys. One of them is hovering over a desk, a wooden desk, and there is some notes. And you hear lead one say, "You called for me, sir?" And he says, the person at the desk goes, "Yes. There's an herbalist out in the forest just south of here. We've got news that he's interested in our plans. There's a couple others also involved. We're going to send out troops. Not troops, that's a terrible word because it sounds like it's a military. We're going to send out a couple other groups to assess their information and what they know and report back. But we got word that he knows too much. He's learning too much of the machine at hand and what is happening to bring about this poison that we're creating. We need to get him. Do you have the capacity right now to take him out?" And he'll go, the lead one goes, "Absolutely, sir. Is there anything else, any more information that I can glean from that?" And they go back and forth for like a couple seconds saying he's, it sounds like he's here, he's moving around a bit, it sounds like he's with a group of orcs that are moving up north. We got word from a couple people that were in the Lemon Kingdom. Our various gangs that we're involved in have all given us tips on some of this, so that is what you are given. And he hands him a sheet of paper, and he looks down, and it looks like it's a map of the area and sort of like a little bit more information of, like who the orcs are, what their tribe is, information about Kede and like, what he looks like, things like that. And then the other guy in the room goes, "You need to take him down by any means necessary. Death upon you or him." And death upon you and or him. And he goes, "Absolutely. I will send my troops out tonight." And then you lose the memory.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know if the group is like Deku and Shell and them. I don't know if they're going towards some place with bigger civilization or some kind of structure. But if Amanita shares all that, then I guess we could just ask the remaining caravan guys, like, they were after you guys. I feel like by default you should decide the justice for this person remaining in this group, since you guys are the one who lost a comrade. Is there some place that you can met out justice, or is there a more gnarly option that we need to take?
Nash, Shell, and Daku all three of them sort of converse for a couple seconds, and they turn to you and say, "I think we leave no witnesses."
Oh, I have a really nasty idea. Don't know if Umi would be nasty enough to think of it, but looking at Daku and his arm.
Oh, poisoning him?
Yeah, like giving him a taste of his own medicine. Like, okay, you guys want to push this on other people. You want to poison other people. Well, like, you deserve to feel like the depth of what you're doing to other people.
Nemo says yes to this. Davy?
I know, right? I don't know if someone else might have thought of it. I don't know. Umi probably is like grimacing at it, but also is like very much raised in like, like kill or be killed and a lot of like eye for an eye kind of thing. It's like, the strong win, and in this case we were the stronger ones, and like you get to decide what happens to the enemy. So I think Umi will ask Daku if that's something that he's comfortable with or feels like it's rightful revenge for taking the death of their friend.
Daku will look at Umi, and a sinister grin crosses his face. And he says, if I'm going down, I'm going to take as many of them out with me. And he's going to help Scarlet and sort of chain him up, rope tie him, and they're basically going to force feed him poisonous stuff and kill him over time.
Good.
Nice.
So that is the plan with Daku and Shell and Nash. Is there anything else you guys want to do before we call session?
Nope.
No.
Do we have a plan for what we want to do next? Are we going to stick with this group, or do we feel like the name of the game is speed and try to...
I think we need to get to Lito. That's a Lottie thing, but I think Bayless thinks that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that they'd be going with any speed, and now that they're like kind of tending to their dead and having to mourn, probably just better to like leave them to it. We could ask them like directions and like maybe help them like maybe shave off like a couple hours, like half a day if they like know the way like better. That might be like a good compromise.
Yeah.
If that's the way you guys want to do it, absolutely. Yeah, they'll help you guys shave off a couple days and head it in the northern direction. Absolutely. And they'll also give you guys some provisions, of course, because they're a big caravan and they can make their own and got their own. So they'll give you guys some provisions as well, like food and things to keep you guys good in the coming days.
Yeah, that
We
was
should
actually
make sure we long rest
Well, I was
before we go.
Yeah, ask because I think we've done
Yeah.
a couple of short rests, and I think it says that for downtime you have to do a long rest after 3 short rests or something like that.
Yes. So
Yeah, something like
basically,
that.
you guys are going to spend the night here, and
Yeah.
then at daybreak, you guys will all leave. So yeah, you guys will take a long rest after this, and you are also going to level up to level 2.
Yay!
Yay!
So that's it. That's the end. Unless there's anything else you want to do, we're gonna call it.
No.
Cool. That was
That's
awesome.
great. That was
Do we
great.
want to do our quickly pick our downtime activities for the long rest?
Oh yeah.
How does that work again?
There's a little downtime
Tend to all
button
wounds,
now.
clear all stress,
Yeah.
repair all armor, or prepare, which you gain a hope. If you prepare with an ally, you both gain 2 hope.
I'll just clear my 1 HP and 1 stress. Now I have a full set across the board with 5 hope.
Jeez.
Well, I burned that. No one needed my 4 on my prayer die, so it gives 4 hope. And I was needing hope because that's how I heal.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I
I
burned
think
through a lot of
Bayless-
hope this sesh.
I think Bayless will clear their his 1 HP now, and repair armor. Get armor slots back.
I've got
Davey
so
can
many
prepare.
things that I'm down. Like, I have so many things that I need to heal up, but I can only pick 2.
I think you can.
What do you
I want to
need?
say I'd have to double check this, but I think you can like help tend to someone else's wounds. I don't know if that's stuck with the.
Well, I've got so much freaking hope. See what do you would 2 HP or 2 stress clearance be valuable to you?
Yes.
Because I have once per long rest, I can burn 2 hope to clear 2 HP or 2 stress, and you just have to reveal something about yourself in doing so.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that would be sick because got HP, armor, and stress that I need to work on.
Yeah, so pick either HP or stress, clear 2 of them, and tell me something about Umi that I didn't know.
Okay. Let's see. I will. Actually, I think that's actually kind of interesting because I'm pretty sure the one person that I've shared some stuff with was.
I know.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I can reveal something about myself if there's nothing you want to specific. If there's nothing that you feel comfortable sharing.
No. I think.
Or want to share.
let's see. From your community, who do you think? Wait, let's see. Connections from Davy. Oh, here we go. Oh no, I guess I hadn't shared it with you. Yeah, so Umi will talk with Amanita while she's helping her. It's kind of like how they like de-stress. It's like kind of almost feeling like that responsibility of like they initiated this conversation with this caravan and like kind of feeling the stress of like, oh, like was this our fault? And she'll talk about how the reason that she left her clan was because somebody close to her died, and she partially feels responsible for it.
Neat. Thanks for sharing.
Yes. Oh, we can swap out domain cards from their vault. Hey. That's cool. And then let's see.
I also get 1d4 fear.
Yeah.
No, you get
Does anybody
1d4
need-
plus the number of PCs.
Yep.
So 5 in this case.
Does anybody need help with anything, Davy? Like with fixing armor or tending wounds? Because I still have one more thing to do.
Actually, that could be huge because Cersei could use some armor tending if you have the open slot.
Oh, definitely.
Cool. Yeah. You guys can sit and hang out together, and you can, as you're helping like with the armor, Cersei will talk about how cool like all your ice stuff is and how you like morph your magic together. That was a really good intense fight, Mick. Very cool. And like putting the pressure on the NPC was a really neat way of like diverting a normal hack and slash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
that was
Thanks.
great.
very, very cool.
you.